got snubbed from the Pro Bowl?
I mean, I did. I think, like, first and foremost, I think the guys that made it were more than deserving. I think, those three guys have had, heck of a year. But I mean, of course, like you ask any guy in this league that's competitive, you always think you're the best at what you do. And so, obviously, I think I'm the best at what I do. But more importantly, I think, to put myself in that position, it's all about like individual success is great, but I think when you look at it from a defensive team perspective, obviously halfway through the season we've played, pretty solid defense, and due to that is part of a collective effort, right? So what I'm saying is like a collective effort from a defensive standpoint has helped me be able to raise my game throughout the season, and so not up here saying like, well, yeah, I'm the best, this, that, and the other. It's all due in part to the guys that I get to play with, and so I think that's hats off to the guys I get to play with as well. But yeah, I mean that's just how it goes. So we win more games. What I'm more concerned about is trying to find ways to win games, get in the playoffs, and those individual accolades will come.
Yeah, you just touched on it. It is about more team success, more Pro Bowls will come for this team, correct?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're winning, you get more primetime games. There's more national coverage. Players and teams and fans get to see, your team play, and then with that comes a lot more recognition, right? Like Pat's been playing, absolutely amazing. Draymond's been playing absolutely amazing. We've had linebackers plug in and week out that have played absolutely amazing for us late. And so I just think, guys don't get the recognition they deserve, unfortunately, because we haven't been winning football games. And even though we've been in position the last few games to potentially be, first in our division or, have a one-up in terms of, heading into the playoffs, we just haven't found ways to win those games. And for me, that's a little bit more important because once those things start happening, the recognition starts coming, and yeah, that's mainly the focus on that.
Justin, can you use the snub as a motivator?
I mean, I could, I guess. It doesn't really take much to motivate me. I said when I had the honor of re-signing here, all I really cared about was winning. And with the winning, the individual accolades come. And so I'll use it as motivation, right? That stuff comes just naturally, but I'm more importantly trying to focus on, as a leader, trying to find ways to help, this team win more games and get into the playoffs.
In that regard, to get where you guys want to go, you got to be better in the AFC West. What has been the issue versus the Raiders? The Chiefs are one thing. The Raiders are going to have your guys' number the last 2+ years. What is the key to getting over on them and turning that page as you guys move forward?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good football team. Derek Carr, I think for most of the season has kind of led the league in passing, and he has great weapons, and they have a great run game with Jacobs, and it's going to be a collective defensive effort. I don't think we played our best defense the first time. We saw them at home earlier in the season, and now later on in the season, finding our groove, we're playing a little bit better defense. Better overall complete defense, and the biggest thing for us is going to find ways to limit their opportunity as an offense and then give our offense more opportunities, obviously that being takeaways. And so I think that's the one area that I've consistently talked about while I've been up here, outside of communication, and that's going to be something we're going to have to be great at on Sunday in order to win.
What do they look like without Waller?
A lot more targets for Renfro. He's a guy that is kind of just like a Swiss Army knife for him. They kind of plug him and put him anywhere, and whether it's a DB, a linebacker, whatever the case may be, he just finds ways to get open, man zone. Him and Carr have a really good chemistry and connection. And honestly, they're still the same outfit. The only difference is, they'll put one more receiver in instead of going 12 personnel, which is 2 tight ends. They'll flex out Waller like a receiver, and their 12 personnel looks like 11. So outside of that, it's pretty much the same deal. But obviously, you lose a guy like Waller, and your offense won't be as explosive as it is.
Justin, you mentioned the new contract. Is Christmas going to be way over the top this year?
No, as much as I want it to be, my wife's done a good job of kind of containing, my enthusiasm for our daughters. So it'll be pretty calm and manageable, but it'll be fun.
Justin, you said on that podcast maybe this week that you don't have to worry about Pat's side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say about a rookie? Is that pretty rare for a young guy to have that ability, and what maybe has impressed you most about him so far this season?
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant by it. I think a lot of the times when there's a lot of parts of the field that I don't have to worry about. And what I was saying was like, with Pat as a rookie, that's kind of rare. I've gotten to play with some rookies, and there's just sometimes you got to keep, an extra eye on like what's going on, how they're seeing the game, and especially at a corner position because we both play the left side, and we have to see the things that are happening the same way. And that was what I was saying is like, a lot of the times I don't even have to really pay that much attention to him as a rookie because he's playing like he's not a rookie. And so it's been great, man. Honestly, I keep saying it every time I talk about him. I'm just really impressed with his maturity at this stage of his career, and it's really no surprise why he's always been this successful. Just getting to know him over the past few months now, it's honestly no surprise. So I'm extremely happy for him, and I thought he was deserving as well. Talking about the Pro Bowl, but I mean those things are going to come easy for him, and especially when we start winning here.
Just last week.
Question, Arnie.
Last week, the Raiders were complaining a little bit that they got bumped, and then they're going to have a short week to play you guys. And last year, you guys lost your bye week. So, do you not have any sort of empathy for that sort of situation?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, just being blunt. I mean, we played without a quarterback. We lost our bye week. I honestly no. That's I guess is as simple as an answer as I can give. I feel for them as a guy that went through it, but I don't feel for them enough to bump our game back. I'd say that. So.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.